Hi there, welcome to One Down Dog on Demand. My name is Cerrissa and I'll be guiding you through an express pregnancy safe core workout. So as our bellies get bigger and as our body changes, it may feel counterintuitive to think about strengthening our cores, but our cores are much more than just our ab muscles. Think about your core as your abs, your chest, your hips, your back, basically everything aside from your head and your limbs. It's important to keep all of these areas strong throughout our pregnancy because it helps to keep our bodies stable and protected as we move through all of these changes. This can also be a great addition to any other workout that you do. Maybe you can put it on top of a pregnancy fit class, or maybe just throw it on after a walk. Or on those days that you're finding it a little bit harder to move, this can just be enough. As always, listen to your body, pay attention to your breath, and follow any sort of guidelines that your doctor may have set in place for you. Let's meet in a tabletop position. Tabletop position on all fours. Bring your palms underneath your shoulders and your hips above your knees. Take a moment here to shake everything out from side to side. Let's begin to find a little bit of movement. Inhale, cow pose, drop your baby and your belly down towards the mat. Pause here. Let everything go, get a little bit heavier in your belly. Inhale. Exhale, begin to curl your baby up in towards your spine. Press out into the space between your shoulder blades. Begin to think about your TA, your transverse abdominis. This is what's holding your baby in right now. Pull your baby in towards your navel to become more aware of those deep core muscles. Inhale into a cow. Absolutely let everything go. Then exhale, engage those muscles once again. Pull baby in towards spine. Inhale, let it go. Exhale, tuck it in. Now these muscles, your TA, are so important during pregnancy. Continue to move with your breath because it is literally, along with your pelvic floor, what holds your baby in place. It's also what's going to help you to deliver baby and push baby right out. A few more breaths. All right, let's come back into our tabletop position. We'll try some bird dogs. Reach your right arm forward. Send your left leg straight back. Pause here for just a moment. Take a moment to level everything out and lengthen. Inhale. Exhale, draw your knee in. Tap your palm in towards your knee. Inhale, extend, find length. Exhale, palm to your knee. As you come out, feel your back line, the back of your core engage. Then inhale, pull everything in. Just a few more moments. And on this one, pause at the top, hold here, find a little bit of moment, just a pulse, just to become more aware of the back line of your body. 3, 2, 1, release, shake out your hips from side to side. Let's do that in the opposite direction. Left arm forward, right heel back, inhale into length. Exhale, tap your palm in towards your knee. Inhale, pull everything out, get long. Exhale, tap. A few more here with your breath. Engage the back of your core. Last one, hold it up at the top. Find a little bit of a pulse. Lift everything up. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. All right. From here, let's walk our knees back and come into a modified plank position. You can always jump right into a full plank if you're ready. Really depends on where you are in your pregnancy. Draw your chest forward. Come down to your forearms if that feels more supportive in any way whatsoever. Give your wrist a little bit of a break. Once again, find that core setting effect where you draw your baby in towards your navel. All right, and let's move this over into a side plank. Modified side plank, that is. So open up, left palm is down, reach your right arm up, pause here, squeeze into your side body. We'll take some hip dips. Drop your hip all the way down and pull it up. You can always bring your top arm on your hip or just find a squeeze and a contraction as you draw your hips up. This is working on our obliques, our waists, all areas that are perfectly safe to strengthen throughout pregnancy. A few more here. Last one. Come back into your modified high plank. Same thing on the other side, switch it out. I will move in this direction so I can still face towards you. Reach your top arm up. Lower your hips down. Begin to squeeze. Use your breath and actively go for that squeezing, that crunching sensation in your waist and in your obliques. Keep a little bit of a bend in this bottom elbow. A few more. Beautiful. Release. I'll face back towards the front of the mat. You stay exactly where you are. Come back into your modified plank, and from here, let's turn it into a high plank for just a moment. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Press your hips all the way up and back. And then walk your palms towards the top of your mat. Slowly begin to round your spine all the way up. Reach your arms up, interlace your hands behind your heads. All right, we will take some reverse crunches. Dig your heels into the mat, find a little bit of a soft bend in your knees. Lower yourself down, then squeeze your glutes, your hamstrings, and your back as you lift up. Mindfully lower down, take your time. Squeeze into your back line as you rise. Open up your chest. A few more here. Keep the soft bend in your knees. Use your back, your glutes, your hamstring to lift you up. Last one. Meet me at the top. Keep your hands exactly as they are. We'll take elbow to knee crunches. We'll start on the right. Connect your elbow in towards your knee. Tap your foot down. You can always take these at your own pace. You can move it super slow to work on the muscle connection. And this can always become more of a cardio exercise. Just showing you some different examples. A few more. Release on this side. Reach your arms up. Shake it out. Give your upper body a break, and let's do that on the other side. And release your hands at your head. Same thing here. Elbow to knee crunches. Squeeze into your side body. Squeeze into your core. You want the option to make this a cardio burst. You can always do that. All right. Inhale. Reach your arms all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Just a few more things that I'll show you. Inhale, come up into a halfway lift. Exhale, frog squat, just as our transition down to the mat. Sit your hips down. Let's come into a reverse tabletop position. Plant your heels down, palms face forward. Find a little bit of a bend in your elbows as you lift up. And simply begin to squeeze your glutes up towards the ceiling. Find a squeeze. Once again, you're working to strengthen through your back line. We're just here for a few more moments. Now, as I said, this is just an express workout. This is just a little taste of different ways that you can still strengthen through your core throughout pregnancy. You can always make this a little bit longer, do it a few times, or just take some of these movements and incorporate them into your day. Last few times, we'll lift up. 3, 2, 1. This time, hold at the very top. Last thing that we're doing today. Find a little push. Let's take all of the back strength into a full reverse plank. And of course, you can stay in your reverse tabletop, but we're just here a few more moments. Put it all together. 3, 2, hips up higher. 1, softly lower your hips down. Cross your ankles. Meet me back in a tabletop position just like we began. Let's take a moment to stretch out. Also like we began with our cat-cows. Curl your spine for just a few moments. Breathe. Become aware of your deep core muscles. Aware of your baby. And sit down on your knees. Reach your arms up. Take a little shoulder stretch. And that completes our little core workout. Thank you for joining me.